Ever since my freshman year of high school, I've always been a person who's super excited for college. I have like a college dream board and I research colleges all the time, and it's just like I'm looking forward to it. Probably too much. To the point where I have started to wish away my high school years, as a lot of high school students probably have. But this past year, I've kind of realized that there are things you can do to make your life now better. I know that there's a lot of opportunities and resources in college that you don't have in high school, but there are so many things you can do to enjoy high school more, and there's nothing stopping you. You have control over your own life in certain aspects, at least. Um, and so I just kind of wanted to share my experience over the past year with what I've been noticing has improved my life, and maybe you can try some of it. Um, So my town is always kind of sleepy. There's not a lot to do here. Or at least that's what we all feel. Me and my friends have always been like, oh, there's nothing to do in this town. What do we do? But the more I've paid attention and the more I've just made effort to be spontaneous, I've realized there's like so much that you can do. And I don't know if this is true for everybody, but like me and my friend went to dinner, and then after we decided to go for a walk in the park, and it was beautiful. There were flowers and we met a new friend, and I just loved that evening. And I think that there's so much value in being spontaneous and doing random little things like going to the park that might seem insignificant but can actually be really fun. And like another of my friends, we decided to go to an art gallery, and it's like a free art gallery that I haven't gone to in years, just to like look at the art. And I'm so glad that I did those things because they just made my life interesting for a little bit of time. They just made it different. And things like that can be so much fun. Just stepping outside of your usual routine, instead of maybe spending time watching Netflix, spend time going for a walk or going to a new store you've never been in. Just be spontaneous. Um, so the next thing is be outgoing. I know for a lot of people it's so hard to get over being shy or having social anxiety. I never had true social anxiety, but I was really shy for a lot of years. And I have recently been kind of forced out of my box because I got a job. You have to be social. You can't stay hidden if you're in food service. You have to talk to people. So that's really helped me to learn how to talk to people and be more outgoing, as well as being friends with Lily because she's the most outgoing person on the planet. She will talk to anyone all the time and not care about the repercussions, and it's so amazing, and I love hanging out with her. But a thing about where I work, which is Chick-fil-A, is that they encourage you to compliment people. So it's not just always a business transaction. You can make a connection with people that you can make a connection with people when you're taking their order. Um, and I've found that to be true all over the place. Outside of Chick-fil-A, I when I see someone who I think is really pretty, I'll turn around. If it's like in the line at Cookout, I'll turn around and be like, hey, you're really pretty. And then everyone always receives it so well because who wouldn't? And it's so heartwarming. Like, I love the feeling that I get from that. And so, I don't know, just if you see someone who you don't know out in public and you think their shirt is really cool, just be like, hey, that's a really cool shirt. I know it seems so simple and insignificant, but I enjoy it so much. The next thing, which is kind of ironic, is to do those things you've always been afraid to do. For me, it's YouTube. I've always been afraid to start a YouTube channel. I've always wanted to, though, and I've always watched YouTubers and admired them, and I've thought about my own videos, and I've had so many video ideas for so many years, but I've just always known that when I started it would be bad, and I would have, like, no audience, so I didn't want to do it, but I finally stepped outside of the box, and I accepted that it's going to be bad, and I've accepted that maybe some people are going to judge me for it, but honestly, it doesn't matter. You have to start somewhere. Everyone has to start somewhere. And if you never start doing things that are different, your life's always going to stay the same. And so go out and do that thing, you know? Don't hold yourself back from opportunities you could be having right now, because I swear it's going to pay off and it's going to be so much fun. So just do it. And this kind of goes along with the next point. But this is only for nerds. If you have always been really excited about your major itself, and that's what you wanted about college, is the opportunity to study things and to learn, you can start that today. And I was always too lazy to do more work than what my school gave me, but now that I've kind of figured out what I really want to do, which is study people through psychology or neuroscience, I have been reading books, and we had a senior project where we got to pick our own topic, and that was so much fun. So if you're a psychology nerd like me, I highly recommend this book, The Brain, by David Eagleman. It's a really good book to start with because it's like the simple fundamental things about the brain, but it's delivered in a way where it's not like a textbook. It's not like boring. Or if you're not really going to go into that kind of field, if you're going to go into an art or something where you want to do field work, if you want to be a journalist, go interview someone. You know, go investigate. Or if you've always wanted to do film, make a short film. Stop holding yourself back, Christian. Make this short film, and you've got time. We've all got more time than we say that we do. Some of us, I'm sure, really truly are too busy, but I've always said, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that. We have time. If we just spend one less hour sitting there on our social medias or laying in bed, there's so much more we could do to make our lives so much more interesting now instead of waiting till college. So if any of this seems like stuff that would be helpful to you, go out and do it, please, and let me know if it works out for you. Thank you so much for watching if you got this far. I know this channel's kind of all over the place right now. I don't really know what the future of this channel holds. I like videos like this where I'm just kind of talking about my life. So if that's something that you like, let me know. If not, I will totally keep making Lily and I vlogs together, and I also want to make like travel videos and maybe like a makeup tutorial here and there, maybe my own scripted piece of some sort. Who knows? There's all kinds of stuff I want to do, so stick around. If you like this video, I'll probably put out another one like this sometime soon, and thanks for watching. Like and subscribe!